This is lesson number 86. My name is Teacher Ibrahim. Today we're going to look at the symptoms of typhoid. Symptoms are the outward manifestations of a certain disease. They are actually signs of a certain disease. We need to understand that Salmonella typhi, the parasite that causes this disease, has an incubation period of up to 2 weeks, that is 14 days. And incubation period is actually the time frame between the first infection and the first symptom. If you have been infected today and you see the first symptom in the next 5 days, then we say that that parasite have an incubation period of 5 days. Why does it take some days? Because within the first few days, the parasite is still adapting to that environment as it continues to feed on the nutrients that are available, and as the time progresses, it will continue to multiply and their number will increase. Once the number increases, then remember they are also producing some toxic substances as waste products which are availed into your circulation. When that happens, then the body will start to feel uncomfortable, and that may lead to one of the symptoms being fever. Fever refers to slight increase in body temperature, and that is an immunological function, so that the temperature is a little bit increased so as to make the environment unconducive for that parasite that is inside your body. So that being the first symptom, the second symptom of typhoid is there could be some rashes on the skin, which is a clear indication that there are some nutrients which are supposed to be utilized by your body so as to ensure that the normal condition of the skin is attained, but those nutrients are being fed on by that parasite. There is also a possibility of experiencing severe diarrhea when an individual is suffering from typhoid. How possible is that? It is because when these parasites get into the lumen of your intestines, they end up blocking those perforations called microvilli. When that happens, they impede the process of absorption. And even if they reach the small and the large intestine and they block the perforations, then water may not be absorbed into the bloodstream. When much water remains within the alimentary canal, remember the waste food which has not been digested or the indigestible food substance needs to get into the large intestine as it gets out of the body through the anus. And if that happens and there is too much water in the large intestinal region, therefore these water will come out together with feces, then we refer to it as diarrhea. When the intestinal walls have been attacked, these microorganisms called Salmonella typhi may be able to feed on some walls of the intestines, hence causing some patches or some sores. This is as a result of their attachment here, and besides, they may also be occupying that space, causing the layer of mucus which covers the small intestine walls to wear off. And when those mucosa membrane wear off, then there are some patches of sores. Sores are actually some small openings which comprise of some pus in them. In this case, it may be so painful in the body of an individual which causes this person to feel some abdominal pain. In severe cases, these sores may end up bursting, and when they burst, they leave that place wounded. Remember, I'm talking about the small intestines which have been left wounded, and in some cases the large intestine. And if this disease is not treated early, it may lead to death. This bacteria called Salmonella typhi may also be able to invade the lymph glands. When they invade the lymph glands, they may be able to get into the circulatory system, that is the blood now. When they get into the circulatory system, that is in the bloodstream, they may be capable of reaching various parts of the body and very important organs such as the liver, lungs, the heart and the brain. And in that case, it is quite severe and the impact may not be good at all. Let's meet in our next lesson when I'll be talking about the control and preventive measures for these diseases. We'll be able to know how we can control this disease and how we can be able to prevent it so that it does not affect the entire population at large. Thank you for watching the video.